Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we are doing the Resident Evil 1 Remake Kill All Enemies Challenge. Now, I did this on normal difficulty because I started on a new account, and that was the highest it would let me go. If you want to see me reattempt this on a harder difficulty where there will be more enemies and less ammo, do let me know. I'll be sure to do that. But I want to go over the rules real quick. So there are a few spots in the game, specifically towards the end, where chimeras will spawn in infinitely if you keep on re-entering a room or if you stay in there for a long period of time. So I'm only counting like the first spawns of enemies, if that makes sense. And that really only applies to the chimeras because that's the only kind of situation where that does happen. So like what I did is I would go, through the mansion, do the mansion, and then at the end of a section, I would kind of do a quick run through and see if there's anybody I needed to come back and get, then go to the residence, do the same thing there, right? So I made sure to check and get all the enemies that I could, and we came out to a total of 153 enemies killed, I believe, which is a lot lower than I was expecting, but also I've completed the game only killing 37 enemies before, so actually, you get it. The game is pretty easy. You can go past a lot of the enemies, but where we ran into a few problems was definitely ammo conservation, as well as inventory space, because I picked Chris for some reason. Well, I know I picked Chris. I literally said, I was like, how can I make this harder for myself since we can't do hard mode? And so, went with Chris, right? Because not only does he not have the lockpick and has to use old keys, but he only has 6 inventory slots. So, yeah. That's kind of the basis of the challenge. It was really fun, very easy, honestly. If I'm being totally honest, it wasn't hard at all. The hardest part was just, once again, conserving ammo, which the game is pretty good about giving you. However, I have a feeling that would dramatically change in hard mode. I did go back and kill all Crimson Heads if I didn't already burn their body. And I cleared out all the hunters in the mansion, in the cave, killed every enemy that I was aware of. If I saw an enemy on my screen at any point, it was done so. And I do want to quickly say I did make a little oopsie during my second recording session. I was very tired, and I had closed my app without ending the recording. But the cool thing about that is this challenge isn't really one I can cheat on because I show you all the kills and the areas afterwards. So you don't have to worry about me like skipping out on some enemies. I assure you, killed all the enemies that I could when I could. But that was in between like getting the third and fourth death masks and the cave. Not the cave, the cabin. Yeah, if it was the cave, I would have just tossed the recording, honestly. So it was like I think it was like a 45-minute recording, and it was mostly just me running around, saving Richard, and, killing enemies here and there. Anyways, getting into the mansion. The final boss there was the Elder Crimson Head. I've kind of been showing this whole time, hopefully, all the enemies I've been killing in the mansion. So we finished mansion part 1 with killing the Elder Crimson Head, and we make our way out to the cabin where we do not kill Lisa Trevor. Okay, but I do kill the birds. The birds have to go. Alright, the birds gotta go. And we got the residence, which was very easy. We killed the spiders, of course, any spiders we could find. Killed all the bees too, and anything that I could kill, I killed. Snakes and Neptune, of course, and the other shark that was still alive for some reason. Killed that guy. So that does it for the underground lab. Now we're going back into the mansion for part 2, where we have to now deal with hunters in the mansion. So, we kind of killed hunters as we saw them coming, and hunters are, they were like in the same spots basically that all the other zombies were. So, just kind of went back to the same spawns, killed all of them. Then we had to fight Jan, which was, that was close. I think I literally, like, my last shot killed him. So that's what I'm talking about, the ammo conservation. Like, you have literally no ammo whenever you're doing this challenge. Going into the cave, there are the hunters. I've actually had a run ruined in the cave before. It was my no save run. About a year ago, maybe a year and a half, 2 years, I don't know, some time ago. It's been a minute, man. I keep forgetting, time goes on, man. Eventually, something that I say happened 1 year ago, I'm going to have to say it happened 2 years ago, and then 3 years ago, right? So it's like, I'm still getting used to that. I've only been here 17 years, guys. Leave me alone. But, yeah, so we dealt with Black Tiger in the cave, and that was fairly easy, as always. We dealt with the little babies, too. Then we go back into the mansion one final time, where I went around and made sure I cleared out all the stuff. My cat is going bonkers right now. I call this the mansion part extra, because it's not really like a significant part of the mansion. But yeah, so we fight Lisa Trevor with Wesker, and Wesker fucking dies.
Yeah, go fuck up Wesker. Oh shit!
Okay, I didn't know that could happen, but she literally knocked him into the pit. It was the funniest thing. I was shocked. I'd never seen that happen before. I'd seen Barry get knocked into the pit, but I had never seen Wesker get knocked in. So that was, you know, you learn something new every day. Now we're headed into the underground lab, which was easy once again. Just the chimeras were kind of annoying, but I made sure to clear out every single room down there that I could. Even the doctors are donezo. Got rid of all of them. Something that I tried to do a lot throughout this challenge was, like, decapitate enemies so they didn't come back as Crimson Heads. Because I didn't always want to keep the fuel canteen on me because I'm playing as Chris, right? So I don't have much inventory space. So that was pretty, you know, I had to be pretty stingy with what I was picking up here. But yeah, I went back and made sure to get footage of all areas, kind of all the main areas cleared out as I cleared them out. And that was pretty much the run. We killed the Tyrant, which was fairly easy. I did die the first time, but I got him the second time. Oh, yeah. And, you know, it'd been a while since I played the game, so I was expecting a boss fight after that, but there wasn't. So it was a kind of an anticlimactic ending. But that is basically the run. It's kind of hard to, like, make a real good video out of this, just because the game's kind of boring. Like, I can't lie to you. Like, I like it, but as far as, like, content goes, it's boring. So, yeah, that's gonna do it. That's the challenge, man. Here's the end results. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you did, hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you have any questions, if you would like me to prove anything, you can message me directly on Discord. I'll leave that down in the description where you can add me on Discord. I have no problem, you know, answering questions. But yeah, next challenge is going to be Resident Evil 2, no item pouch, no inventory, or not, what? No item pouch, no item box. And let me just tell you, I've already done the challenge, and it was, I'm still recovering. I'm still recovering from that. You'll see what I'm talking about. That'll be out next Friday, so in 7 days from the day of this being uploaded. Anyways, that's enough of me yapping. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you did, hit the like button, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace out, guys.